Okay, good evening, everybody. Glad everybody could finally make it. I'm calling this regular meeting of Clackamas River Water Board of Commissioners to order. Karen, if you'll call the roll, please.
Commissioner Anger.
Here.
Commissioner Donnell.
Here.
Commissioner French.
Here.
Commissioner Garrison.
Here.
All present.
So join me in the pledge of allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. All right, right now then, on the approval of the agenda. Does anybody have any business corrections, deletions, blah, blah, blah?
I move we approve the agenda.
Oh, she's up there.
And I second.
Commissioner Anger.
Yes.
Commissioner Donnell.
Yes.
Commissioner French.
Yes.
Commissioner Garrison.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, do we have any public comment? Anybody online or nesting those? Okay. All right, then we're gonna move to the highlight of the evening. We're gonna administer the oath of office, which is gonna be done by our lovely Karen.
Okay, so you have, I've got in front of you your oath.
Hang on to that. Wait, we have a second.
Rob, if you want to come on up too.
We're gonna have you all come out in front of the.
Now, okay, we're gonna read this all together.
Yeah.
You sit there.
I'll just sit here.
You hold down your table, please.
And then I think the easiest is I will have you all, we'll go across and say I, and then say each of you say your name. And then once we've gone through the names, then we can do in unison, starting with who your vice.
Why do I feel like a barber shop word?
Do I give you a note for it?
Please.
Okay. Okay, so Rob, why don't you go first?
I, Robert Cummings,
I, Sherry French,
I, Lester Garrison.
do hereby swear to faithfully discharge the duties of Commissioner of Clackamas River Water, a water district under Oregon Revised Statutes, Chapter 264, according to the Constitution of the United States of America,
in
the state of Oregon, to the laws of the state of Oregon, to the best of my ability, during the term of office to which I was elected.
I'm gonna have each of you sign. I will do.
And do you need a driver's license?
Nope, I know you personally.
It's all good.
Oh, okay. And you now are in the hot seat for the next 4 years.
Right there, I don't need your.
Okay. Oh, now you're official. Welcome, Ron.
Yeah.
Okay, now we move on to the election of board officers at this time. Clackamas River Water has 3 officers for the board. President, secretary, and treasurer. I will now open nominations for board president.
I nominate Sherry French as president.
I second.
Okay. Anybody else?
Anybody else? have
Anybody
any-
else? Okay, I guess we vote on that one. I'm sorry, Todd.
We vote for each one, or does it become, if it,
There's
there's
a
only
vote
one
for each
person?
one, I think, don't you?
Do you want to do it separately?
Okay.
Yes. So, who nominated?
I did.
Okay. And then Janelle seconded. Okay, great. Commissioner Anger,
Yes,
Commissioner Cummings,
Yes.
Commissioner Danell,
Yes.
Commissioner French,
Yes.
Commissioner Garrison.
Yes.
Motion passes
You
unanimously.
hesitated. Oh, I did. Okay, now I'll take nominations for the position of board secretary.
I nominate. Sherry, you go for it.
I already did. You want a second?
I missed it, I'm sorry.
Okay, I nominate Naomi Andrews for secretary.
I second then.
Commissioner Anger,
yes,
Commissioner Cummings,
Yes.
Commissioner Danell,
Yes.
Commissioner French,
Yes.
Commissioner Garrison.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, now open nominations for treasurer.
I nominate Rusty Garrison.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, I nominate Tessa Danell. You weren't here, so never mind.
I second the motion.
I was gonna say, if Rusty wants to do it.
You're up, girl.
Commissioner Anger,
So who do we have on the ballot here? Is it Tessa?
That's Tessa.
Okay, sorry. Yes,
Commissioner Cummings,
Yes.
Commissioner Danell,
Yes.
Commissioner French,
Yes.
Commissioner Garrison.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, we are through that. Let's go to the congratulations, everyone. This is my 7th year as board president, so this ought to be, I have a 7-year itch now. Okay, consent agenda. Gross payroll and accounts paid due 2025 and cash investment ending balances report. Any questions, comments? Corrections, additions, subtractions?
I move we accept the consent agenda.
And I second.
Commissioner Anger,
Yes,
Commissioner Cummings.
Yes.
Commissioner Danell,
Yes.
Commissioner French,
Yes.
Commissioner Garrison.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, the next one is reoccurring payments. Consider approval of recurring payments for fiscal year 2025-26 in excess of general manager's approval authority. Christina.
Yes, welcome. Good evening and congratulations on your new positions or
Thank you.
returning positions. This is our annual request to the board for items over contracts over 75,000. These are best that we know at this time and the numbers we're giving you. And again, the board is authorized, the general manager is authorized up to 75,000, so these are items over 70.
Any questions, comments?
if with these are recurring invoices, is there any reason that we have a $75,000 limit? I mean,
I think we
it
changed,
just,
we changed it a couple of years
yeah,
ago.
no, we did, but I didn't know whether there was any moves to possibly change.
Oh, to increase the
Yeah.
GM authority. And that's within the board's prerogative, but this is one of those things, you're always gonna have to approve things that are over my authority at some point.
Yeah,
This is just an opportunity to do this at one fell swoop.
Yeah.
I'm
the reason I brought it up is because it's recurring, so it just seems like, it's not like a special purchase.
So these are recurrent purchases where by that we mean more of a, it's a monthly item, so our monthly PGE bill.
Yeah.
So that's a recurring purchase every month. Things like our water purchases, those type of things. So these are transactions that are over my authority for the year that it just seems more straightforward to just ask for the board's approval at the beginning.
Okay, I mean, it's nothing we have to do now, I was just bringing it up as a possibility for the future.
Okay.
On the very first page for Springbrook Shouldn't that say financial system? The pinnacle?
What does it say?
Oh, it just has an N missing, that's all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, any questions or comments?
I move the board approve the recurring purchases for FY 2025-26 that are over 75,000 and identify the attached list exhibits A and B.
And I second.
Commissioner Andrew.
Yes.
Commissioner Cummings.
Yes.
Commissioner Danell.
Yes.
Commissioner French.
Yes.
Commissioner Garrison.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
That was quick. Okay, number 4, consider construction contract award, construction contract for I-205 waterline crossing 82nd Drive waterline, phase 2, project 5291 and 5303. Joe, hi,
Easy, Commissioner.
long time no see.
Yeah. But I get to spend lots of money at one time. So this is a project that you've been hearing about off and on over the last year or two, and this is the culmination of all the design work. So we now have a bid in place with a low responsive bidder, and we now want to build it. So the engineer's estimate was 3.4, 3.5-ish. And the low bid came in at 2.6. So we got real good bids relative to the engineer's estimate. And we believe that this is a good bid, and we look forward to doing the project. The timeline for this project was structured such that in recognition of the time of year that we did this, which puts the bid time in a period of the year where a lot of contractors already have a full swing.
Yeah.
So we structured this. This is actually a combination of 2 projects. The undercrossing of the 205 is actually, we have a grant awarded for that work. And there's a specific timeline associated with that grant. So the timeline for this project was set up. That once we award the project, they have to a certain date that they have until they can complete that undercrossing work. And then in recognition of the time of year, we extended the project to a longer duration of about 9 months, so that we would issue a single notice to proceed. They would complete the undercrossings, and then if they so choose, they could have a gap in order to complete whatever current projects they're working on, so that this winter and fall, they can do our waterline work, and then be set up for paving in the dry month of March, April, May of next year. So that's why when you start hearing about this project, the duration is much longer than we would ordinarily give this length of pipe. And I think we were successful in our attempt to attract contractors to bid, because we did get eight bids for a July bid opening. So I think we did the right thing in extending it. We already knew that the construction would be carried over into the next biennium, and that's part of our CIP budget amount already in place. So, do you have any
Yeah,
questions
when you say
about?
the next biennium, are you talking about 25-26 or the 26-27?
25-27 is our current budget year, starting July 1.
Oh, the 2-year budget, that's.
So this started in the last biennium,
That's right.
23-25. It was originally budgeted to complete it in that biennium, but because of the reroute that we went through some time ago, we knew we were going to have to carry it over.
So you expect it to be finished within this 25-27 by then?
Definitely. It'll be done by May of next year.
And my only other question is, so this is a construction company that you're familiar with and
Yes,
Yeah.
this is a company named Tappanade. They actually did our Hatton Road water line project that went up Hatton from the pump station all the way up to the Redwood Reservoir a couple of years ago. We're also working with them right now on the west IT2 on Johnson Road. They're doing the water line relocates as well as Wes's 30-inch department. So they're structured to move that crew right onto our project. And we haven't had, because it's not awarded yet, we haven't been asking them when do they want to know to proceed, but we're being told that that crew will come and start this project. So I don't think there will be a delay in starting the project.
Any other questions or comments? You still awake down there, Rob? You still with us?
Yeah, hanging in there.
Okay.
I move to award the I-205 waterline crossings 82nd Drive Water Line Phase 2 construction contract to Pani Incorporated for the bid amount of $2,673,000 and authorize the general manager to sign the completed contract.
And I second.
Commissioner Anger,
Yes.
Commissioner Cummings.
Yes.
Commissioner Danell,
Yes.
Commissioner French.
Yes.
Commissioner Garrison.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay. Number 5, consider approval, thank you, Joe. Consider approval of the purchase and installation of low lift 4 pump replacement at the water treatment plant. Jason?
It's me. Good evening, commissioners.
Hi.
First time here, so. Here we go.
So you're the person that's now the top person.
I'm the chief engineer. Yeah, I replaced Adam Bjornsted.
Okay.
Yeah.
got it.
Sorry, I guess I should have done a little bit of an introduction. So yes, so this is Jason's first time of being able to present an item to the board. He's actually had items before, but he's missed, I was reminding that you missed the one.
Oh, that's right. I was at the
event
Conference
So,
last time.
but yeah, and you've had a chance to meet Jason at a previous meeting too, so it comes to us from the city of Gresham. Lots of engineering experience and just diving right in and getting drug into a lot of water resource items as well. So, which is his topic for today.
It is. So the replacement of the low lift pump number 4 was identified in the water treatment plant facilities plan. It's the existing pump was installed in 1974, so it's got just a few years of use on it. What we'd like to consider is upgrading the pump from a 125 horsepower pump to a 150 horsepower pump that also will then use a variable frequency drive, which will allow us to throttle the pump to deliver various flows from the low lift pump station up to the treatment plant. The existing pump is constant speed, so it comes on and it can just deliver one volume of flow to the treatment plant, and there's no variability there. So this will allow the operators to vary the flows that are coming from the low lift pump station to better regulate the levels in the clear well and then deliver water out into the rest of the treatment. We did go out with the procurement and received responses from 2 vendors, Pump Dynamics and RL Reamer. RL Reamer was actually the lower bid of the 2 that responded. However, there wasn't a big offset between the 2 bids, and we have a working relationship with Pump Dynamics. They're actually the vendor who's going to be installing the Pilot 5 pump here next week. And so we'd like to continue that working relationship, and we would like to select Pump Dynamics for the amount of $259,560 to do this low lift 4.
Hey, any questions? Rusty?
Yeah, thank you. Does the variable frequency drive reduce the operating cost of the pump, or does it increase the service life of the pump?
It has the potential to reduce operating costs and increase the service life in that we don't have to turn the pump on and off as frequently.
So you can regulate the rated pump set.
Right. So we can, instead of having to turn the pump off and back on, we can throttle it down.
And so then we don't have to turn pumps on and off as frequently, which both from an efficiency standpoint, that's a good thing because there's a significant over the line charge when you want to start up a pump. Once it's up and running, it's better to keep it up and running.
Service costs or service requirements are greater, lesser, or about the same as pump it replaces?
Should theoretically be lesser.
All right, thank you.
Anything else?
Okay, I move to approve the purchase and installation of replacement of low lift four pump at the water treatment plant for a not to exceed amount, $259,560.
And I second.
Commissioner Anger,
Yes.
Commissioner Cummings,
Yes.
Commissioner Danell,
Yes.
Commissioner French,
Yes.
Commissioner Garrison.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, moving on to the management report, Todd.
All right, good evening, gang commissioners. Since I had a chance to introduce Jason as the chief engineer, I've also kind of wanted to introduce a new face to you. So we have Ray Watkins. He serves as our risk manager, so Ray's been here a whopping, not a month yet, working on that first month. And we've kind of reformulated the position. We used to have an emergency manager position. And so we've kind of rebranded that for the risk manager to better reflect kind of the different areas that that position encompasses. So areas associated with obviously the emergency management piece of safety and also the security aspect of it as well. So Ray comes to us, has an extensive background, not only in the fire service, but also the public health arena, has done some emergency management for hospitals. And it's just overall interest in public service, and wears a variety of hats at home, a coach, a school board member, so he gets to sit at the table, you know, like you guys do, and in addition to his little bit of work here. Sure.
Oh, okay.
Pleased to have Ray here, and
Now, we are fully staffed now, right?
we are fully staffed.
Yeah, can you remind me who's the main supervisor at the treatment plant?
That would be Steve Hauk.
Steve Huck, okay.
So. All right, so introductions. So one thing that I just want to note, traditionally, you kind of go through your folder, and so you got your monthly report, I believe is all that's in your folder today. One thing that's interesting about the monthly report this go around is we have just completed a fiscal year. And so that ended June 30th. And so some of the information actually captures that full year, fiscal year period. So for instance, on page 5, where you have some of the financial information. Now I will point out it is not complete because we haven't closed out the last fiscal year. We still are paying for things that work that was completed last month, but yet we pay it this month. So it's not final audited numbers, but at least it gives you kind of an idea of where things are ending up. On the revenue side, obviously, a good year up again as it relates to our water revenues. And then I think as we saw last year, a good trend as it relates to the interest and other fund income as well, really jumped up the last couple of years. On the flip side, obviously, the expenditures, we have higher personnel services costs. We just mentioned we're now fully staffed on one thing, and then two, also just a reminder, we have implemented a new collective bargaining agreement and also implemented programs for non-represented staff as well. So that does have an impact on that as well. And then yeah, you'll probably see this next go around, our capital improvement expenditures. Well, the project Joe just talked to you about is probably gonna put a pretty big dent in those expenditures next go around, but we've been planning for that. So that's one thing to highlight. The other thing just to be aware of in the monthly update is I'll take you all the way back to the page 13 where we have the river flows. We had that one little bump of rain that helped, but we are still trending lower than the median flows. So we're watching that carefully and actually had a call with the Regional Water Providers Consortium to talk about summer supplies and what's going on in the region, and then also just a meeting today with the Clackamas River Water Providers to kind of talk about the trends and what we're seeing there. So it is typical for this time of year for things to go down. Unfortunately, we just didn't have that big spring flows that we normally would like to see. So just so you're aware of that. Also, you had previously received a copy, I believe, when you received your packet of the bill inserts, and so highlighted a lot of information about the express bill pay, which we'll hear a little bit more about. Thank you, Commissioner Ruberson. And then we'll feature Rob next newsletter, so we have an opportunity to welcome him and share that with our customers as well. So kind of speaking of billing, and I'm gonna have Christina come up, thought it'd be good for the board to kind of give an update on what's taking place with respect to the implementation of financial software, also the utility billing. This has been a pretty significant few weeks as we've transitioned our utility billing from our Tyler Eden product to Springbrook. Plus information on express bill pay and kind of what's also happening with some of the Milwaukee customers as well. So take it away.
Okay. Well, we survived. We got our June bills out very late. As you know, they went out July 9th, Wednesday. We definitely had some ups and downs during the process. The data conversion, well, let me start from the beginning. We started UB transition back in March. Right, our first week, we found out our trainer quit, so we got delayed. And then we started again and we trained, I believe in April, April. And we had about a month in between training and going live. So that was, here's what you do. And then we had to remember again, so the week of 4th of July, they were on calls with us. But the first thing we had to do was input everything that happened between training. And so we just had a lot of work in data. So we spent a lot of time reviewing data, making sure the data was there, making sure the billing rates were set up correctly. And so by Thursday evening, we sent the bills to Bend Mailing. So there's a huge part where they do too, because the count numbers changed, which means the bill formatting changed. So they had to do a lot of editing on their part, formatting. So Monday morning, we got our first review of the bill. And then we found some corrections. Bend Mailing found some corrections. I will tell you, Bend Mailing has been amazing. They've been very great to work with. They've been on top of it. They've helped us find things that we couldn't find. So it's been great. So with all that, after we had the final reviews, we felt comfortable and the bills went out Wednesday. Tuesday, we had our training with Express Bill Pay. And I think Tom's gonna kind of give you a look on that. I will tell you one of my favorite things, Express Bill Pay is amazing. Our end users, this is so much better than what we've been able to offer. Some of the things that I like, for one, you can get sign up for text option. So when we send out your bills, it'll send you an alert that you've got a bill. And if you type pay and send, it'll pay your bill. So that's an option for some. Also, there's an option for, you can choose to do auto pay, but you can say, I want a safety. Like I know my bills are normally around $100, so I'm comfortable paying $150. So if you have a water leak and you get a $500 bill, it will still only pay $150. So it gives you that option. There's also an option to look at your bill and say, well, I wanna pay this. So we, our bills are due the 15th, but they say they wanna pay it the 20th. Well, Express Bill Pay will say, hey, just to let you know, your bills are due the 15th. It'll pop up so they'll know right away that they might be eligible for late fees. Another great thing about it is they have a mobile app. So I know that's new. I love mobile apps. So they offer a mobile app. So you can see right there, we've given them directions on how to do mobile apps. They also give step-by-step directions on how to register your account. And then there's a lot of great things. So 2 days. So we went live with this Tuesday afternoon. So far, and keep in mind, bills have not gone out yet. So people that are just calling saying, hey, I haven't received my bill. And so we've been working with them. We've had 58 customers register for Express Bill Pay. We've had 16 auto pays already signed up. We already, between July 8th and July 9th, we've collected 20 payments. Today, we collected 21 payments, and we've had one person already prepay their bill, so they're paying in the future. The other thing I really like about this, it's very easy for us on the back end for reporting. Obviously, we can get some good numbers and live, and it's easy for us to help our customers walk through. The one big thing you'll see is our account numbers have changed from our old system to our new system. So when you get your new bill and you want to register, you will need that. Express Bill Pay, again, has been amazing. I think it is top notch and our customers are gonna love it.
Okay.
And they have great customer service too. So if it's an after hours and you're trying to register, they'll help you too. So they do provide that support.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Does this express bill payment increase, decrease, or keep about the same third-party payments by CRW?
Third-party payments by CRW. So,
Payments,
the amount that we pay for, we're projected to have a lower, our credit card usage fee, is that what you mean?
exactly.
Yes, it is projected to be lower.
Significantly, modestly?
Modestly.
Thank you.
So once we get this bill, because obviously I haven't gotten it yet,
Yeah,
so,
no.
so our choices are going to be, if we do express bill pay, that means that every month we go in and we pay, or we could do an auto pay.
Correct.
Okay,
Mhm.
and then those options will pop up easily. Okay.
Yeah, and don't, and I will say to every customer, don't hesitate to call us if you need help. And the team, I can tell you, the customer service team, they're really enjoying it. It's easier for them to work around and navigate and support our customers. And then I also do want to praise our customer service team. It has been a very stressful transition. They've been superior, our whole fax team and really all the CRW, because it takes a team, and we've had a lot of support and it's been great. But we put in a lot of hours, a lot of extra hours to get this in, and it was no feat trying to get those bills submitted July 3rd.
Any other comments, questions?
So if I can, unless there's any questions, so if I can just comment, so I don't want to downplay the fact that, obviously a software conversion is a big deal. But we've been going through the whole financial pieces that we're starting to see some of the benefits, and I just want to praise the team for working through the challenges associated with that. Obviously, the next significant part of that implementation was the utility billing, and just some timing issues associated with some changes in staffing on their end of it, on Springbrook's end of it, made this a real challenge. And then I don't want to belittle the point that we also were facing our own transitions through that process. So this was actually a decision to go with Springbrook that was made by a CFO that's not here, and then Christina gets here and it's like, okay, Christina, this is what we're gonna do, make it work. And so I just wanna thank Christina for working with her team in trying to keep things positive when there were days that it wasn't positive, in moving forward, and then just kind of praise the whole team and really coming together to figure out, okay, this is what we're facing today, let's figure out how to do it. And then putting in a bunch of extra time associated with making sure that we are trying to be responsive to our customers. So thank you to Christina, and also, I mean, big thank you to the FACTS team, who have continued to work and will continue to help us with this transition. But I think in the end, what we're already seeing is some improvements as it relates to some of our financial reporting. And then I think the customer experience, once everybody gets through this first transitions, going to be light years ahead of what we've been offering in the past. So thank you.
And one other note, the Milwaukee customers, the CXM customers, they now, as of July 1st, became our customers. So we have also been onboarding, sending out letters, trying to let them know that they're our customers, and we've been getting their information inputted into the new software at the same time. So it's been a busy process,
Oh,
but
really?
it's going well. That part is going well.
Good job.
Then as far as rest of the management report, I don't have much to add to what's already in there. I do have a typo I noted, or that Commissioner Garrison actually was able to point out to me, that our next August board meeting is actually on a Thursday, not a Wednesday. So we have that planned. And then, yeah, the only other thing is just to warn you at the August board meeting, hoping that everybody's here in person and we could actually maybe get a group board photo. So
Okay, so what did you say, the August board meeting, that's supposed to be Thursday, is this Wednesday?
correct.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
I typed in wrong. But the date is correct. August 14th is correct. The day reference is it. So unless there's any other questions, again, we are fully staffed, so in the latest employee newsletter, we have to welcome not only Ray, but two summer help folks, and also a new water treatment operator, Donovan, and then also our associate engineer, Madeline. So.
Oh, great.
And then we also just keep the good news going. We also were able to make a promotion. So Stephen Bott, who served as our accountant, has been promoted to senior finance and accounting specialist.
Great.
So a lot of good things happening. Perspective as well.
Well, and now that I am officially the secretary again, I have brought it up to Karen that I am not around on July 31st.
Oh, yeah, sorry, this went out before,
Yeah, right.
before.
So is it going to be,
Oh, apologize, yeah.
was it July 23rd at 11? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the agenda?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, this
No,
went
I
out.
mean, then afterwards I thought, well, officially I wasn't really secretary yet, but you know.
Okay, so agenda items will be due a little earlier than normal.
July 23rd at 11 a.m., right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's having no public, you done?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just, having no public comments, because we don't have any public here. Everyone thinks so well, they just don't bother to show up. We'll wrap this up with commissioner reports. I don't have, C4 had no meeting, and I couldn't log on to Oak Lodge. I tried for about half hour, and they finally sent me a text and said they're having technical difficulties and there would be no virtual attendance. So I got one at Carl Anderson of somebody. So, Naomi, you don't, I know you
No,
do.
nothing.
You have NCCWC.
Want the report now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He wants to get out of here, we gotta hurry.
All right, I'm gonna go through this at a gallop. NCCWC met, June 26th. They passed their budget of about $13 million for the year. They increased their water rate by 4 or 5 cents to 90 cents per 100 cubic feet for a wholesale rate. They reported on repairs that staff are working on. Membrane cell cleaning, their advanced cleaning regime has been successful. They're working on their chemical feed pumps, their chlorination feed and storage system is scheduled for repair. And their soda ash system feed for pH control has been restored. It's scheduled for replacement. They're going to a caustic soda CO2 system, which should be easier to manage, but it does need some state approval, so that they don't have a date on that. They're working on SCADA upgrades. They have a new system operator, Brent Farrar, and a new intern who is has a full-time scholarship at Clackamas Community College WET program, Gabrielle Detmer. They also have engaged Carrillo engineers for $2.5 million in repairs and upgrades to the plant. And it turns out that their Carrillo engineers, lead design engineer, was one of the engineers of the plant itself. So he's quite familiar with what they have there. So that should help that process. They have a lot of deferred maintenance, I believe, to work on. That's it.
Okay, just one little thing, Tessa and Todd and I went to the SDAO breakfast that they had a couple there that presented, and discussed the bills that were being presented to the legislature and what passed, what didn't pass, what was coming. They did an excellent job. It was very informative. It was really nice. They were a good pair to have presented. One thing I would make is I'd like to see that more than once a year.
It's every few months.
Is it every few months? Because that was very informative, and, the bills that they were really, discussed, I wrote down and I read, which is one of the most boring things. You want to go to sleep at night, pull up one of those bills. And, like every 8th word, right? Bob, you read, but, yeah, it was interesting, and I would urge anybody, all of us, if you can, to go, because it is very informative and brings you very up to date with what's going on, since we're all in the water business. Okay, is there anything else?
Can we add those dates to our calendar?
If we have them.
When we, we'll normally put them in us.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Rob, congratulations, you made it through your first board meeting on the other side.
Thank you. It
You're
was
on the other side
grueling,
now.
but
I know, somebody's gonna do it, right? Okay, it is about 7 minutes to 7, and I'm going to adjourn this meeting.